Hi, I'm just going to go through some exercise in regards to shoulder mobility and stability. Obviously, some people obviously haven't got a good range of movement in their shoulders, or they find that some exercises quite uncomfortable. I'm going to give you a bit of a routine that you should do before. We use it all the time, really, but especially before anything you're going to be using with your shoulders, or if you're really battling, then you could do this pretty much every day, right? It's called Bulletproof shoulders. So, like I say, the 5 exercises we've got, we'll go through them and I'll tell you like the rep ranges that you're looking to do from there. Right, the first one is called it's a side plank reach through. All right, and I'll show you do this. Okay, so what you're looking to do, you come into the side plank position. I'm trying to see it. Okay, right. So you got the side plank position. Okay, so trying to bring the elbow underneath the shoulder, and what you're looking to do, you reach through and squeeze your shoulder blade back. Again, taking your time, getting a good squeeze, digging your shoulder, just feel it in the back of the shoulder blades. Again, reaching through from there, coming right round. You're looking to do this about 15 repetitions each side. If it's the case where obviously you're not ability to be able to hold your body weight, just obviously put your hips down and still try and get that rotation. Obviously you'll get more out of it if you can bring yourself up off the floor. But again, obviously you can do 15 one side and then swap and then 15 the other. The next one we've got is a modified push-up Y hold, right? Sounds quite complicated, but to show you, it's quite simple really. So basically, you come into a pressing position, but you're on your knees, so your knees are at 90 degrees. And then from there, your hands, your arms nice and straight fixed, back's nice and straight. And all you're going to do is with your thumb facing upwards, you can't see my thumb there. Okay, I'm leading with my thumb up, and I'm squeezing the back of my shoulder blades down. And I'm going to swap sides. Again, really taking your time. Breathe, obviously, as you come up. Feel the stretch in the back of them shoulders. All right, you're going to do that again, 15 either side. Each of these you're going to just do 15 reps. So I know it's quite a long time, but again, obviously it's obviously good for you. All right, right. So you got next one is protraction and retraction. So you're going to come up into the press position. Shoulders back nice and straight. You're going to let your shoulders drop through, and then you're going to push yourself nice and high. Again, keeping your hips fixed, letting your shoulders come through. So retract. Protract from there, really feeling this in the back of your shoulders. Keep breathing. Again, if it's the case where you can't do it off your knees, come down to your knees, through. See my shoulders stay completely fixed. It's really important in that, and the fact that then you're just working through your shoulders. Okay, the next one we've got is an IYT. So basically, it's the way you're having your arms. All right. So you've got the I, which obviously is going to go straight up. You've got a Y, which your hands come a bit wider, and then you've got a T, so your hands come nice and wide too. So what do you to see this? So you're on the floor. Okay, from there, again, thumbs facing up. So this is the I. You're just going to lift straight up, head facing down. Again, get that squeeze. Again, arms nice and fixed, feel that back shoulder. Again, obviously, then we're going to go to the, that's the I. Then you're going to go to the Y, take it a little bit wider. From there, exactly the same thing. Thumbs facing up, exactly the same thing. Again, 15 reps. And then you come right the way out, okay, making that T. And then you're just going to lift, thumbs from there, lift from there, 15 times, okay? Right, and the final one we've got is the sideline external rotation, okay? And this is for your rotator cuff, all right? So again, you haven't got to be on your side plank position now. Really, ideally, you want to wait. I haven't actually got one. I'll use an example of the remote, right? Okay, but you want to get like 1.25 or 2.5 kilo dumbbell plate, whatever it is. Or it is actually, I mean, dependent. You might not need anything at all. But basically, you're going to come onto your side, you're going to dig your elbow into your hip, and then from there, so that can stay, the important part is the elbow stays fixed. And then from there, all you're going to do is rotate through, squeeze. From there, rotate, feel it in the back up. You can feel it at the back of the top of the shoulder. From there, again, taking your time. Full range, come all the way through as far as you can. Don't let that elbow move, right? It's really important. Obviously, then I'm going to turn over and do 15 on the other side. You want to look to do this, or I'd probably say 3 would be a bit too much, depending on how quick you get through it. I'd say at least try and do it 2 times. If you're doing it every day, probably maybe even to do it once, but that'll warm up your shoulders. Obviously, shoulders are really easy to pick up injuries. It's important to look after them, or obviously you're just trying to get a bit of mobility back in them again. Get your flexibility up, really, really important. It's all right working out. I'm terrible for it. practicing what I preach, trying to get better with mobility, especially as you get older. It's really, really important, okay? But hope these help. Thanks, cheers.